Welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. My people, we don't come back with another Bunga update. Right now, I want to talk about all the trending things in Nigeria. If today is your first time of coming across our videos, please subscribe to this channel. Share this video, make it go viral so that Nigerians, especially Biafrans, will understand what is happening. You know, I said this thing the other time that there is something General Yakubu Gowon want to say, but he's finding it difficult to let it go. It's really very surprising that Yakubu is now asking President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to release Nnamdi Kanu. Well, I don't think if there is anything wrong with it all, but majority of Nigerians, or can I say Biafrans, who have, really reacted on this, are now saying that Nnamdi Kanu is not the issue because he caused all the problems that we are facing today in Nigeria. That General Yakubu Gowon should come out and really say what happened. You understand? They are still talking about Aburi Accord, we stand. So, my people, the matter when they grant now be say, just barely few days, the High Court in Nairobi, Kenya, ruled that the abduction and the detention of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, and the subsequent rendition to Nigeria in June 2021 were unlawful and illegal. The former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, now asks President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led Nigerian government to settle with Nnamdi Kanu to keep Nigeria one. Well, he's still, agitating for one Nigeria. He said the best way to go to bring peace, stability in the country is that Nnamdi Kanu and the Nigerian government should settle this out of court, you understand? And the federal government of Nigeria, should try as anything they can do, to make sure that Nigeria is kept one, because that is what they fought for. So my people, before I go on reading what Nigerians who have reacted to this, said concerning General Yakubu Gowon's statement concerning this, well, he was asked about his view on this Nnamdi Kanu matter and the Kenya government judgment, that favored Nnamdi Kanu once again. He said the only way that this matter can be settled, he fought against Biafrans. He do not want Nigeria to be divided. He seeked for one Nigeria, and he's still seeking for one Nigeria. He said the Nigerian government should settle with Nnamdi Kanu. So he's saying out of court so that Nigeria can remain one. But wait, I want to ask this question. Is Nigeria really one? Since he fought for since he fought that Biafra war to keep Nigeria, I just feel that that war was really unnecessary. It was really unnecessary, I meant to say, because there is nothing like one Nigeria. You get, we don't love each other. That is the truth. And to me, everybody with the way that they think, I feel that if we go on our own, this country, every region will develop more, you understand, and all this issue of insecurity will end. So when I see people keep on preaching about one Nigeria, the matter they get as it be. Politicians are using us in the name of one Nigeria to trade, to enrich themselves. They do nothing for the people. You understand? So this issue of one Nigeria of a thing, I feel say we dey use and they deceive ourselves, because right from the onset there is nothing like one Nigeria. We had never been together. Look at what is happening in the country today. Anywhere the government go, anywhere the presidency go, that is where the government go, and other regions suffer. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And other regions will be waiting until when it come to their turn, then you go do. That is turn by turn. And this is not making Nigeria to grow. We are not developing. We are not developing. That is the truth. So go on still talking about one Nigeria is really very unfortunate, because the one Nigeria I fought for, he is nothing to tell home about. I was even thinking that he go by now go down they say, oh, this one Nigeria will actually fought to keep. So this is where we are. But still talking about one Nigeria now, e get as e be. But him telling Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there is nothing bad in that. You understand? I know say recently he has been constantly granting interview, and like somebody that something is pursuing or something is after, or there is something you want to say and is finding it difficult to say. And all this time when he did do all this interview, you go see him, he dey gap, as in gapping I mean is e dey whether e want to say something, whether they do like person when they forget something, or there is something he wants to say but something is holding him not to say it. That's the truth. So, well, make we not judge that one for now, because that is not what he said here. He's talking about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom, and he's still talking about Nigerian being one. So, my people, the court in Kenya, okay, the court in Kenya also awarded Nnamdi Kanu 10 million Kenya shillings. That's in compensatory damages against Kenya government for his role in the unlawful abduction and rendition. So we are really waiting to see what Nigerian government will do concerning this. On the 18th of July, that is this very month now, we don't enter. Nnamdi Kanu will return to the Federal High Court in Abuja. You understand? Because the trial is still ongoing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu trial is still ongoing in the Federal High Court. So we go see how Nigerian government go play this game, because right now they have nothing at all to hold on. You get, because all these judgments, Nigerian government, by law, the federal government is bound by the law to obey all these orders. You get, if you can see, they kept mute. The government of Nigeria have not said anything about this since Kenya government, since Kenya courts, actually delivered that judgment that favored Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have said nothing about it. So you see, they are confused right now. Maybe they are thinking another step when they won't take. So the justice in Kenya, Justice E.C. Miata, said, having considered the pleadings and the arguments by parties, the decisions relied on the Constitution and the law. And he said, I came to the following conclusions. So you see that thing he said, that is the man talking. He said, having considered the pleadings, the argument by the parties, he said the decisions relied on the law. So that means I cannot talk by my knowledge or my own words. We are going to go by the law. He said, first, the government of Kenya evaluated the constitutional and Mr. Nnamdi Kanu's rights, which the federal government of Nigeria is aware. Now, I want to talk about the former judge that presided Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, Justice Binta Inyako. The Court of Appeal, gave judgment and released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He was acquitted, but Binta Inyako stood on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. She stood on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. I feel that she should be ashamed of this verdict. Well, now you go drop this one. Drop your comment below the comment section. Share this video, make it go viral. Thank you. Bye for now.